Hi everyone, here is whitehouse.gov blog, and this is about all of the 98 commutations today, October 27th, for prison sentences. So these are the facts right here. President Obama has commuted the sentences of more people than the past 11 presidents combined. Okay, I looked at a lot of the prison sentences that have been commuted over here, and most of them are cocaine related, drug related. So this is really interesting because I've been reading about this on Pravda, Russia, and there's an opinion article here about Obama running out of time to pardon Clinton, and just think he has the power to do that. So in this article, it talks about equal treatment under the law, and there is a case of a 22-year-old. I did read about it before. One Navy submariner was recently charged with espionage for taking selfies in the engine room where he worked. Once he realized he was being investigated, he destroyed a laptop, cell phone, and memory card. He was charged under the Espionage Act and pleaded guilty to retaining classified information on his phone, but the obstruction of justice charge was dropped. Even so, he faces 10 years in prison. By comparison, Clinton removed thousands of government documents, controlled which ones the government had access to, and housed them at her home for years, exposed to hackers. Okay, so, they're just saying Obama better hurry because he's leaving, and he has the power to pardon her. This is just, isn't this mind-blowing that the president, someone who is guilty of crimes, he can just say, okay, you're off. You can get off of this deal. Anyway, I've become quite cynical, about what's going on, and I want to show you something else. Here is quite sad story here about the weather. Yakutia residents slaughter animals because of snow disaster. Okay, their animals couldn't get out of the snow to even feed themselves. I guess that's what they had to do. And so horses are unable to feed themselves because of deep snow. The locals had to slaughter young horses because of negative weather conditions. So the snow-covered houses up to the roof, classes at schools and kindergartens have been canceled. So this was November 2nd, this report. And so this is what I'm thinking, whoever comes to power becomes president of the U.S. Do you really think that those behind the scenes that are the so-called puppet masters, do you think they're going to relinquish control? Do you think that they are going to suddenly stop chemtrails? Are all the bad things going to become good and turned around, like Monsanto and the wars and everything? Well, I am pretty cynical about what's going on. And I just don't see it happening. So I looked up cynical, the definition, believing that people are motivated purely by self-interest, distrustful of human sincerity or integrity. Well, yeah, this is true because I don't even think they're human. They're empowering themselves with from the dark side, the dark forces, and all their admitted relationships to Lucifer, the whole Luciferian thing. And so do you really think that all this stuff is going to stop? The weather manipulation, the cashless society that's coming? One thing I'm not cynical about is the gospel. This is a provision for humanity. And you know, the Bible does tell us and warns us what to watch for. You know, the earthquakes in diverse places, the wars and rumors of wars, and to be patient because all these things will happen, but the time is not yet. So we are commanded more than anything to watch. So this Pravda.Russia is a paper which is kind of, or online news site, which is interesting. Here's one I haven't read yet. I don't think nuclear war may break out for reasons that no one speaks about. But my friend who is Russian, she said that this paper, according to her, is no one reads it because it's kind of a joke. But I don't know, you have to just look at everything. And sometimes it's a good idea to go to some other sites to get a different perspective. Because that's what it's all about. Perception, perspective, and we have to decide for ourselves and be guided by, I think, truth, the Holy Spirit. So, let's see what this says. Scientists from the United Nations University named a place in the world where a nuclear conflict may break out already in the near future. The Indus River Basin may be seen as a water time bomb which may go off anytime with increasing water scarcity. Well, we've heard that before, right? War of the future will be over water, the new gold. Variably and progressively changing climate, there are similar water-related accumulating tensions and issues in other major river basins. And Unu Inwe has embarked on the scrupulous analysis of those to ensure peaceful and sustainable trajectory of river basin developments. So, India and Pakistan, yeah, 2 nuclear powers. Well, I won't keep reading this, but if you go to pravda.ru, you can check it out because these are kind of different perspectives. We have the same old grind in the US, and people are very, let's see, ethnocentric in the USA. So, but the world is watching. Anyway, don't be too cynical, but I don't know. What is really the essential things? I mean, if chemtrails suddenly stopped, then seems like we would be making some headway. Or if chemtrails were revealed as to what the true purpose and aim is, or admitted. Well, let's see what kind of chemtrails are happening today. Chemtrail conspiracy theory. So I feel affected by chemtrails in a way because I don't know, I have a sinus problem. It's hard to get rid of. No, they don't exist, okay? Look, they don't exist. Look at this. Illuminati month. And people say they don't exist. Okay, so if Donald Trump becomes president, is this going to stop? Or this, or whatever, all this? My cynical self says no. But my hopeful, believing self tells me that we're in a spiritual warfare and we have to pray because these things are incomprehensible, and they are coming upon the earth. Okay? So God bless everyone with the truth, and we have to work out our own salvation individually. But if anybody says that chemtrails don't exist, or that Hillary is okay to be president, I really don't know what to think. And if Donald Trump is really the good guy, the great guy, let's see what direction he is forced and pushed into, all these, the Rothschilds, all these people, these deeply embedded, entrenched, rooted, evil people, if they're really doing what they're doing, and they really have the control that they have, will they be gotten rid of? I don't think so.
It's 11 hours.
I think that, as it says in 2 Peter, let's just look that up. The world will end in fire. A new heaven and a new earth. Okay, 2 Peter 3:10. But the day of the Lord will come like a thief. Wait 1 second. Just go back here. The end of the world. Okay. All right. 2 Peter 3:7. The heavens will pass away with a loud noise, and the elements will be dissolved with fire, and the earth and everything that is done on it will be the present heavens and earth have been reserved for fire, being kept until the day of judgment and destruction of the godless. The heavens will pass away with a loud noise. Elements will be dissolved with fire, and the earth and everything that is done on it will be disclosed. All these things are to be dissolved. The heavens will be set ablaze and dissolved, and the elements will melt with fire. Okay, and somewhere else it says the works, and all the works on the earth will be burned. So, is there anything wrong with that? Destruction of the earth by God. Book of Revelation. 1. Destruction will come by fire, after which he will restore all things. Isaiah 65, verses 17 through 20 speaks of a restored earth. Okay, and Peter talks about the restored earth too. And how would they know that this would ever happen unless the world is in possession of such things as nuclear weapons and space wars and the sun and all the signs and the sun, the moon, the stars, and we're living in great times, you guys. Thank you for watching. God bless you. Fear not. These little twists and turns in our everyday life aren't going to change that much, but we are headed towards this sort of stuff. This. Okay, thank you for watching, and God bless everyone. The Holy Spirit be with you and guide you. Bye for now.